You're listening to TurkishSoccer.com's podcast. My name is Ahmet Bob Turgut. Welcome to another edition of Turkish Football, Turkish Super League podcast. Next 15 minutes, we'll talk about what happened in the Week 40 this past weekend, and we'll also talk about the matches coming up on Tuesday and Saturday. As you know, the Week 41 will be playing at the same time, same day on Tuesday. And then Week 42, last week of the season, will be playing on Saturday at the same time again. So, as I mentioned to you in my last podcast, Week 40 was going to be a decided week, and it did not happen on top. So, nothing is for sure as far as claiming the title. As far as the relegation zone teams, we have few of them already will be going to lower division. Now, in the derby match, after Galatasaray beating Beşiktaş at home 2-1, and Fenerbahçe winning against relegation zone team Ankaragücü at home in the very last minutes of the match, they're still in the title race. So, three-way race still going on in the Turkish Super League, even though Beşiktaş still is on top and Fenerbahçe is in second place and Galatasaray is in third place. The gap between Fenerbahçe and Beşiktaş is only down to 2 points. The gap between Galatasaray and Beşiktaş is 3 points. That's why the next two matches is very important. Beşiktaş has to win both of their matches or claim 4 points at least for now. If Beşiktaş, out of two matches they're going to play starting on Tuesday and Saturday, they have to at least earn 4 points to order to claim the title of this season. So, nothing has finished. That's why I could not call it right now who will be the champion of Turkish Super League as of now. But Beşiktaş is on top with 2 points gap. Now, Week 40, the results. As I mentioned to you before, the matches played on Saturday, and they were all played at the same time. And some of the relegation zone teams, after they're losing their matches, they're pretty much done. We know as far as so far after Week 40, 3 teams are going down to a lower division. We don't know who will be the 4th team going down. So let me run down for you the Week 40 results that happened this past weekend on Saturday. Erzurum at home, a relegation zone team, lost to Kasımpaşa 1-0. And Ankaragücü, Fenerbahçe match in Ankara actually, they lost to Fenerbahçe 2-1. And Sivas Başakşehir match was 0-0 tied. And Kayseri at home couldn't beat Gaziantep. They're in trouble in the bottom of the relegation zone after tying at home against Gaziantepspor. At Rizespor at home lost to Yeni Malatyaspor 4-0. Hatay Denizlispor match, Hatayspor beat Denizlispor 1-0 in Hatay. And as I mentioned to you a little while ago, Galatasaray at home beat Beşiktaş 2-1. A lot of controversial calls in this match. And very well-known Cüneyt Çakır made some crucial mistakes in this match. And the other rest of the matches that happened, Fatih Karagümrük at home beat Gençlerbirliği 5-1. After losing to Fatih Karagümrük, Gençlerbirliği pretty much after Denizli, as I mentioned to you last podcast, they're done in the Turkish Super League. Göztepe at home lost to Konyaspor 1-0. Trabzonspor beat Antalyaspor in Trabzon 2-1. And Alanyaspor had a bye. Now, looking at the standings, Beşiktaş still on top with not earning any points this past weekend. They're at 81 points, and they're in first place. Fenerbahçe is in second place with 79 points, and Galatasaray is in third place with 78 points. Now, as we look at the top three-way race for the title, Beşiktaş has 2 matches. All of these 3 top teams have 2 matches left. Beşiktaş will be at home this Tuesday against Fatih Karagümrük. And Fenerbahçe will travel, also will be at home against Sivasspor. And Galatasaray has an easy match, Denizlispor. They will face Denizli in Denizli. So that is going to, if you look at the standing, that's why it's very hard to call who will claim the title in Turkish Super League. After these 40 first week matches played, the last weekend, the 42nd week matches will be playing on Saturday. In that last week matches, Beşiktaş will go to Izmir to face Göztepe. Fenerbahçe will travel to Kayseri, another relegation zone team, Kayserispor in Kayseri. And Galatasaray will be at home against Malatyaspor. That is why if Beşiktaş loses any of the matches, next 2 matches, one match, it will cost them the title. If you look at 3 teams, I told you guys that with the roster Beşiktaş had, with the injuries and playing matches every 8 days with the COVID, and looking at Fenerbahçe and Galatasaray, they have more talented, more well-known players in their roster. Beşiktaş, with very minimum roster, they're still on top. And will they be on top after the season end? It is big question mark. Because if they play the way they played against Galatasaray, Beşiktaş did not look good. Even though the referee in that match made very crucial mistakes. But that is not the case. That is not the reason why Beşiktaş lost the match. Beşiktaş needs a good striker. Whenever Kyle Larin plays by himself on top, there's a problem. They cannot score. They need Abu Bakar in there. They need some weapons. And Kudu couldn't play against Galatasaray. So Beşiktaş and Sergen Yalçın has to make some changes again against Fatih Karagümrük, has to win this match. They cannot afford losing this match against Fatih Karagümrük. So, and meanwhile, Sivasspor will face Fenerbahçe. Sivasspor hasn't lost a match in last 17 matches. And in Galatasaray, they're facing the relegation zone team who is already dropped down. They will no longer be in the Turkish Super League next season. They have no intentions, but I think this is going to be a very easy game for Galatasaray. Their last match against Malatya, Galatasaray might have a problem. But that's why Beşiktaş is in the driver's seat right now. Could they finish on top at the end of the 42nd week? There's like I said, there's a big question mark. The league is not done. The title chase is not done. So who will be the title champions in Turkish Super League end of the season. Can you call it right now? I can't. Even though Beşiktaş is with 2-point difference on top with 81 points, I just can't call them the champions of Turkey, just not yet. And as far as the bottom of the relegation zone, Deniz is already gone. Gençler Birliği is pretty much all gone. And Erzurumspor has only one match because Erzurumspor plays Alanyaspor in Alanya this Tuesday. And then after that, last weekend, they don't have a match. So they're in bye mode. So Erzurumspor has to beat Alanya, and then they will reach only 40 points. But Ankaragücü, if they isn't, and Kayseri, Ankaragücü with 38 points, Kayserispor is with 40 points, they're in trouble. So one of those teams, if they don't win their matches, at least one matches, if you look at Ankaragücü right now, they're going to be facing Kasımpaşa in Istanbul. Very crucial match for Ankaragücü. If they lose that match and Kayserispor wins or gets point, and they're playing against Başakşehir on Tuesday, and then their last match will be against Fenerbahçe at home. So it is pretty much Ankaragücü and between Ankaragücü and Kayseri, who will be the fourth team going down. So it is very crucial matches coming up again on Tuesday and also on Saturday, the last matches of the season in the Turkish Super League. As also today, new promoted teams, Adana Demirspor and Giresunspor, earned to play in the Turkish Super League next season. And also there will be a playoffs between third place to sixth place teams this coming week, which is Samsunspor will face Altınordu and Istanbulspor will face Altay, and in the semifinal playoff matches, and the winners will play for the third spot in the Turkish Super League. So after Samsun Altınordu match and Istanbul Altay match, the winners of these matches will play for the final, and they will be representing the third promoted team from the bottom league to Turkish Super League. So it is very crucial Tuesday in the Turkish Super League coming up. Will Beşiktaş retain the first place end of the week 41 going into week 42, or will somebody capture the first place, either Fenerbahçe or Galatasaray, close the gap on them, even capture the first place? Fenerbahçe is closer to capture the first place from Beşiktaş in case Beşiktaş loses the match against Fatih Karagümrük. So we'll see what happens on Tuesday. I will see you after Tuesday matches, before Saturday matches. Listen to my podcast wherever you listen to your podcasts. My name is Ahmet Turgut. See you next time.